Okay, so I hate to do this, but I want to go back to the beginning of this season because that's how we end up where we are in the postseason. You start the season 3-4. When you're going through some of those down times, as a team, what are you guys saying? Because I know what the outside was saying, and I'm sure you guys were hearing it.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a trying time. I mean, dealt with a lot of adversity, dealt with a lot of just having to figure things out on the fly. But I think the previous few years has built us for this moment to be able to battle through that, to win the games that we needed to win, to put ourselves in position now to be in the playoffs and the 2 seed and having a chance to make everything we want happen that we wanted at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, you turned it around. You're able to win 9 of your last 10. What do you feel like changed during the course of the season?
I think we just learned from our mistakes. I think that's the biggest thing in this league is you're going to have times where you're not playing your best football. You're going to have times where teams are really getting after you, but it's how you respond. And I think we learned from our mistakes, offense, defense, and special teams, and we found a way to win those football games we were losing early.
I'm curious how you are as an athlete. I remember when I played, and it was never on the level that you were, but I would beat myself up so bad for mistakes. So when you're starting the season out and you have some interceptions, you have plays that we're not used to seeing a Mahomes quarterback have, how do you handle it? How do you process it as an athlete?
Yeah, I mean, I go back and look at the film. I mean, I watch it a lot. I mean, like you said, you kind of are the hardest critic on yourself. And so I just went back and tried to learn. And I think what I learned is I have to be patient. I want to be this high-flying, throwing all these long touchdowns like I've done in the early part of my career, but defenses weren't letting me do that. And I learned to be patient and just take what's there and try to find ways to have success another way.
So in broadcasting, we call it like staying on script when you're just like reading off your teleprompter and doing that. You might be the one quarterback who there's no such thing as a script. Like we never know what's going to happen. How do you balance being patient with the Mahomes magic and the great, awesome plays that we can see you make on Sundays?
It's still hard. I still battle with the coaches about it. I try to find the best way to just help our team out. And there's times where I still get a little too aggressive, a little too freelance, a little too scramble outside of the pocket. And there's times where I don't take what's there. So it's about finding that fine line of when to stay in the pocket and be the normal quarterback, I guess you would say, and then when to freelance and be who I am. And that's always a fun time.
I love that, a normal quarterback. Okay, so then what would define you as a quarterback? What kind of quarterback are you?
I like to say that I'm a little bit of everything. I think I can do it. I can play from the pocket. I can make the throws from the pocket, but I can also scramble around and make some throws as well. So I think I can do pretty much what's needed to be done in order to win. And more than a quarterback, I just like being a football player, someone that's trying to win no matter what.
Walk me through what you would say maybe the theme for this season has been for you guys as a team. What have you learned?
I think it's just a day-by-day, go with the process type season. I mean, we didn't start off like we've started in my first few years where we were 5-0 or 6-0 or whatever it was. We had to battle through adversity early, and we took a day-by-day, go through the process approach. Now we're here. Now we're in the playoffs. And we understand that it's going to be a challenge each and every week, but we're going to keep that same approach and try to find a way to get to LA and get to that Super Bowl.
The approach is a little bit different this postseason because for the first time you don't have a bye in the first week. Does that change anything, or what does it feel like now to be playing without a bye in that first week of the playoffs?
To me, it doesn't change anything. I'm still going through my process exactly the same way. Obviously, it's one more game. So it's going to be another challenge at that. I mean, just playing against another playoff caliber team. But it's new for me. I mean, it's something I haven't done before, but I understand it's going to take 3 wins to get us to the Super Bowl. And so I'm going to battle through that and try to find a way to win each day so I can be prepared for that.
Can you help us laymen and women understand how difficult it is to make it to back-to-back Super Bowls and just the feat that is in front of you guys? Because I think sometimes we forget what you guys have been able to do on the field already.
Yeah, I think Tom's kind of spoiled everybody to think that you just kind of get to the Super Bowl every single year. So, no, it's something that's definitely something you have to earn every single day, every single year. I think I found out a lot after this last Super Bowl of how tough it is just to get to the Super Bowl and to win it. I understand that I have a special group of guys around me, and so I just don't want to waste these opportunities of being in the playoffs with these guys and having a chance to have this team get to another Super Bowl.
If you make it to another Super Bowl, what's the headline going to read for the Kansas City Chiefs?
Man, it's going to be trying to take it back. I mean, we're trying to get back to that Super Bowl and win it again, not just get there. I know that coming off that field after a win and coming off after a loss are two drastically different feelings, and I'm not trying to have that loss feeling again.
Okay, I went back and looked at the dates, and Ben Roethlisberger started his career in 2004. You were about 10 years old. So what do you remember about watching him growing up, maybe the impact he had on you as a youngster coming up playing football?
No, I mean, he's made a huge impact on me. The way he was able to scramble around and make those throws and just battle, I mean, to the very end of every single play. I mean, that's the reason he has two Super Bowl rings, and he's made some big-time throws that will be remembered forever. And so he's someone I watched growing up my entire life. Getting to see him play in person a couple years back, and then again this year, it shows how special of a talent he is, and it'll be a great opportunity for us to go up against the Pittsburgh Steelers, which are a great franchise.
What does it mean to you to potentially be taking part in what could be his last career game?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think of it that way. I mean, to me, I think these guys are going to keep trying to play as long as they can. I know I would. And so for me, I'm just going to go in with the mindset of trying to win a football game. And I know he's going to battle. If you watched him this last week, I mean, he made some big time throws at the end of the game to give him the chance to win the game. And so it's going to be a great battle for us. And I'm excited to get to go up against an all-time great in the playoffs.
When you're preparing for a Mike Tomlin-led defense, you know you're going against a Pittsburgh defensive front. What is the focus when you're sitting down and watching film? What do you know you're going to see on the field?
Yeah, when you have a defensive front like they do, I mean, they're gonna have their opportunities during the game. It's about limiting those. It's about getting the ball into my hands quickly. It's about not doing all those scramble around plays every single time. You have to kind of pick and choose because you don't want to let that defensive line change the whole outcome of the game. And so the Steelers always have a great defense. They always have a great game plan with Coach Tomlin. And so we have to combat that and try to not limit turnovers and mistakes and just have as many successes as we can.
Well, it wasn't too many weeks ago that you guys were able to really come out, play well against them. So how do you go back and look at the film knowing that, you know, there's a little bit of revenge they might want to seek against you guys, and now we're here in the postseason?
Yeah, I mean, that whole organization and their history, they have pride. I mean, they're going to come out fighting from the first snap on. And they had a couple guys banged up that last time we played them, so they'll be a different football team. We understand that they're coming in with a lot of momentum. And so I just want to take our best football. We don't think we can just kind of show up and win. We're going to play our best football every single snap if we don't have a chance to move on to the next round. So we're preparing as best we can. We'll be ready to go, and it's going to be a great football game.
You know, Pat, you did something this season that you've never done before in your career, and that's compete an entire regular season as a father. Congratulations, you made it through. But I want to know what it's been like to be able to play on Sundays or Mondays, then come home and see Sterling growing up, being a father this season. What has it meant to you?
You know, it's really cool, honestly. I mean, I know the fathers out there understand what I'm talking about when you say they change so much every single day. Just to be able to be home on those off days, and see her crawling around the entire house and trying to make sure that she doesn't get into anything too bad, and see her moving around. I mean, she's changed so much in just a season, and it's special to be there and to see those moments. And I understand why fatherhood is the best thing you can have in life, because it's been a special year for me.
What do you think is harder to develop, your quarterback awareness or your father keep the baby out of trouble awareness?
Definitely keep the baby out of trouble awareness. I'm going to be the one that gets her into trouble because I always tell her to do little things that she's not supposed to do, and Brittany's getting mad at me. So I'm definitely the one that aggs it on a little bit, so I have to get a little bit better at that.
What are you telling her to do?
So I've taught her how to throw things, so I'll try to get her to get like a little ball and throw it at Brittany when she's not looking. So that's definitely something that's going to get her in trouble in the long run and get me in trouble as well. Okay,
so how's her arm looking? That's the real question.
It's getting there quickly. I mean, I don't know what sport she's going to play or if she plays sports at all, but she's definitely got some athletic ability I can see early. So maybe I can get her on the golf course early with me, and we can see if we can get that thing rolling.
There you go. Volleyball and basketball, also two great sports. I'm just saying, just putting it out there. But Patrick, thank you so much for joining me and taking some time out as you prepare for the Pittsburgh Steelers. We will enjoy having you on Sunday Night Football.
I appreciate you.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.